Hello Leute, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Divi Learns, I'm Divi, and let's get right into this video. So I wanted to make this video to talk about an app that I found, I want to say just over a year ago, and I absolutely love it. It has helped me so much with language learning, and it is Tandem. Now Tandem, which I have it on my phone here, I don't know if you can tell, just that app there, is basically a language learning tool. Now there's a lot more that it does, but for all I really used it for was to find a language buddy or a language partner through the app. So it was really simple. When I downloaded it, it was free. You create a profile. So in the profile, you talk about a little bit about yourself, you know, where you're from, maybe why you're learning the language, what you're learning, what you hope to get out of it. And then most importantly, you have to list what languages you already know, and then you choose what language you want to learn. Or if you know multiple languages, you can list all of them, and if you want to learn multiple languages, you can also list all of them. And then once you do that, and you sort of, I believe you just hit start, what it does, it tries to match you with people, pretty much any other app user on Tandem that knows the languages that you want to learn. And it also lets, and then also matches you with, it matches you with people that know the language you want to learn, but also that they want to learn the languages that you know. So it's really a matching tool. So for example, I put down, I know English, I'm a native English speaker, and I want to learn German. And what it did was it showed me a list of people that knew German, and I specifically chose I wanted native German speakers from Germany, because you can have German speakers from different countries. I just wanted to have someone who was from Germany, so I just had to make that in the settings, and then it matched me with people that wanted to learn English but knew German. So that was great. So once you do that, it's really simple. Then it's just, you go through the app and you just scroll through, and when you find someone that maybe you click on their profile and it shows something that you can relate to, maybe it's about sports or politics or whatever it is, you can just send them a quick message, and if they respond, you can get a conversation going. You can do all the chatting that you need to do in the app. So you can do voice calls. I believe you can do video calls. I'm not 100% sure, but you can do texting and voice calls for sure, all through the app. And it's super great. There's other features I know. I believe there's lessons you can do and all that, and there's more paid functionalities, but I've actually never used it for any of that. I've only used it for the language buddy kind of matching. And so I remember when I first started it way back about a year ago, I kind of filtered out the exact way I just explained it, and it gave me a broad list of people. So as I started messaging a lot of people, sometimes people don't actually respond, or sometimes when people do respond, it's hard to keep a conversation. But I was lucky enough to find a couple that I was actually able to have good conversations with and keep it going. And I really liked it because the people that I was being matched with, I didn't feel like I was just using them to learn German and it was all for my gain, but it was also people that genuinely needed some help with English. And most of the time I found that these German speakers actually had really good English, and all they really needed to do was just polish it up a little bit so I could help them with certain phrases or sentences that they may be used to saying, but it's not really commonly used in English. So, or in spoken English at least. And so I was able to bring that to them and also help them with their accents a little bit so they could sound a little bit more English. But other than that, it was a phenomenal tool. I tell every single person I know about it that's wanting to learn a language, because the biggest challenge, especially when you're in a place where that might not be the target language. For example, I live in Toronto, and Toronto's a very diverse country. Everyone mostly speaks English. However, because of the multicultural nature of the city, there's people that speak all kinds of languages. So maybe Toronto's a little bit easier actually. I know there's a good German population in Toronto. You just have to go and find them, which is actually the tricky part. But with this app, it actually lets me connect with native speakers from really all over the world, and I can choose someone in Germany, and it's easy for me to connect that way and practice with someone like that. It makes it super simple. So I do a lot of learning with other tools like Babbel, for example, so I can learn and accumulate a lot of knowledge, you know, verbs and sentences and phrases, and I can do that. But the only way I'm really going to learn to be able to speak it and be fluent in it is if I practice speaking with someone and making mistakes and learning from them and keep going. So that was the one challenge that I always had. I was learning a lot through Babbel. I was, accumulating. I was doing a lot of lessons a day, so I was really building up my knowledge of it. But I wasn't able to use it because I didn't know anyone German, at least, that I interacted with on a daily basis, or in Toronto or anywhere that could help me with. Now I did have family in Germany, but it was often hard to connect with them all the time. So having this tool, it gave me access to a lot of people I could practice with, and it worked. And I found a few people that I kept in regular touch with, and even to this day I still communicate with a few of those people that I met on Tandem, and it's been over a year because I got it about April of last year and it's now June. It's been over a year and I'm still in touch with them every single week, and we chat and just continually help each other learn and keep up with each other. So it's a phenomenal app. I love it. It's free. I totally recommend you trying it out if you haven't already. And if you do, let me know what you think. You can comment below. But that's it. I just want to make this video about Tandem because it is a really, really good app and a really great tool that I use and continue to use and probably will still use for language learning. So if you like this video, like it and subscribe, and I will see you next time.